The winds, they are a-changin'.
Hey, what's up my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Unique Toys RAGEWINTERCHILL. So here we are, and there he is, and first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. So right up front here, we have RAGEWINTERCHILL. His name is RAGEWINTERCHILL. On this side of the box, we have RAGEWINTERCHILL. On the other side of the box, we have him in all of his modes. On the top, nice family photo. On the bottom, warning, please don't eat anything in this box. That could be very bad for you. And on the back of the box, you have your obligatory product shots. You can do this, that, the other things and stuff. And that's basically it for the packaging. And also included is the collector's card with that image there of RAGEWINTERCHILL. And on the back, it just says Unique Toys. Hooray! Hi! Hooray for cards. And moving right along, here we have RAGEWINTERCHILL, the final component of Unique Toys Ragnaros, their Bruticus, and this is their take on Vortex. Okay, so I know now that he's named after a World of Warcraft character because I looked it up, but when I first saw his name, I came up with this joke, and I'm going to tell it anyway, so here it goes. Fun fact, RAGEWINTERCHILL was not the first choice of name for this toy. Other options included Angry Summerwarm, Agitated Spring Cool, and my personal favorite, Annoyed Autumn Damp. Thank you. So Vortex, here is Vortex in his helicopter mode. It's a decent figure. There definitely are some issues with it, unfortunately, but we'll get to that as we move along through the review. But first, let's get in close here so we can take a look at the details. You have that nice tinted transparent plastic there for the cockpit section. One issue is I always have this gap here on the front. The snow section here, it just doesn't stay together. No matter what I do, there's just always that gap there. This doesn't stay. You got some reds there. You got some riveting action throughout the toy. Just some black paint there for the other windows. You got some gunmetal grays in there. Some more riveting action. Grays, reds, up top, more grays, more reds. You also have some red there. You do have the landing gears, which do roll, so you can actually roll nice and smoothly. Underside, as you can see, very nicely done at concealing everything. The propellers do spin. Yes, I call them propellers. I don't care. Get over it. But they do spin nice and freely. And the rear one does also spin nice and freely as well, as propellers should. So now let's get down to some comparisons here. Here it is with the Warbatron version of Vortex. And here it is with G1 Vortex because it's precious. A vortex of pressure. Swoosh. And now let's get in that group shot. Can we get in that group shot? I don't know. Let's see if we can fit them all here. Let's see. Let's try. Maybe. Bring him over here. Maybe. That's probably the best we can do. There you go. There you have your Combaticon team. Reunited, and as always, it feels so good. Now, as far as weaponry goes, you do get these two little, as I dropped them, you get these two little guns here, which are just cast in black, and these store on the helicopter. They're just two little ports right there, and you plug these on, and these do hold on nice and secure. Now we'll move on to the more problematic weapons. You get these two guns right here. This one just has a not so strong hinge, but you can see these are also just done in a black plastic. And what you're supposed to do, how these are supposed to work, is there are ports here on the sides, and you plug them in and just arm it up all nice like. And it looks cool, but the problem is they don't really hold on that well, like at all. Like this side holds on a little bit better. There's actually some friction there. This side, it just like, there's nothing. Like, there's really like no friction there. It just falls right out. So yeah, it's pretty much just like Blastoff's gun. It just seems like the post here is just not thick enough. Because when you plug this one on this side, it falls right out too. So it's the case of the pegs are not thick enough. So yeah, again, little miscalculation there, but you can see the effect they were going for, and it looks cool. Just unfortunately, it just doesn't really work all that well. But oh well, it is what it is. Granted, it is fixable. You can just stick in those pegs up with some floor polish or nail polish or whatever, but still, it sucks that it doesn't work the way it's supposed to right out of the box. There is one more accessory, but we'll get to that later. But that is basically it for the helicopter mode. So let's get down to transformation, shall we? Let's. So, as always, we will go into combine mode, and then we will go into robot mode. So, let us remove these little guns here and put them off to the side, and we shall get started. So the first thing you want to do is just take these side panels here and bring them up. If you want to kind of get these out of the way, you can fold these up. As far as combine mode goes, you can leave them completely extended, fold them in. They're all on hinges, so you can also, collapse them down like that if you want to. So totally up to you what you want to do with that. Me personally, I just like to just fold them in like that. As always, your toy displayed however you wish. But once you do that, you want to take this whole assembly here and just lift it up. And also untab this back section here. And just get all that up like so. You want to take this panel here, flip that in, and then flip this in, flip it in, flip it in. And you have that going on. So now, we're going to get to this section here. Now, I did have a tab break on this guy, and the reason this tab up here broke is because this tab down here was way too tight, and yeah. So, let's try to get this pried apart here. So you just want to split this whole section here. And let me show you. You can see the tab just kind of broke off in the slot there. And basically, like I said, the reason this tab broke was because this tab connection here was way too tight. So in trying to pry these halves apart, I ended up snapping this tab up here. And yeah, that sucks. I mean, everything still holds together fine because there's also a tab right there that holds this top part together. So everything does still hold together fine. And just in case you're thinking, oh, probably because this tab broke, that's why this doesn't hold together. No, this didn't hold together even when this tab was intact, so that's not the issue. This just doesn't hold together. That's all it is to it. Again, could just be mine, but it just doesn't hold together. But yeah, unfortunate that I did have a tab break, and what I ended up doing was I just ended up taking a, you can kind of see some of the little marks I left behind, but I just took my sharp knife and I just, shaved the tab down on all sides, and now it fits together a lot better. It's not such a struggle to get it pried apart. But anyway, once you do that, you want to take these sections here, these nose sections, and just untab them. These are also quite tight, kind of scary tight, and I don't like them either. Try to get this side first. Come on. There we go. Get this side, bring it out. You can see a tab there. This side, for some reason, loves to fight me. This side is not... Come on. Oh, that scares me. That really scares me. Come on, there we go. Yeah, that's way too tight. Yeah, they're definitely tolerance issues with this figure, man. Tolerance is Unique Toys. Tolerance is... I don't know. But anyway, just take these sections and just bring them back. And now you are going to open these sections up. You need to do this first before you rotate this down like that. So what you're going to do is you're going to rotate. You want to leave this panel up. You want to rotate the leg here. Squeaky joints also. Rotate at the knee. And again, just bring that up. Swing that out. Rotate at the knee. And then you want to take the waist at this section right here and rotate that around like so. So once you've done that, you want to take this section right here, and this will just lift up like that. And you take the leg and you collapse it up on this hinge like that. Once you do that, you can close this back up. You want to take this section here and you want to just untab it so you can bring this out to the side. And you take the robot mode foot here and you just want to bring that down like that. Then you can bring this back in, bring that down, and tab it back in where it was, like so. So we got that side done. Second pass, just like the first. So just bring that up, collapse that up, like so. Likes to get in the way. Just bring that down, untab, swing that out, bring it down, swing that back in, tab that back in, and we've pretty much got that all situated. So now we can bring in the combined mode hand. Now for blast off, you used these two tabs right here, but for Vortex, you're going to use these two tabs. So you just slot that into the one side, and then you just sandwich it all together, like so. And you got that on there, like that. At this point now, we can take the body and just extend it, like so. And we can take this whole assembly and, oops, not actually, before we do that, I always do this. We still have to bring down the combiner peg. So you want to take this panel here, bring that down, flip this little panel up, and we have to split this whole rear section here. So we can bring the port down. As usual, it's a pretty tight joint. And now we can just take this and bring it all back together. Take this landing gear and just kind of flip that down. Take these tail fins here and just flip them up. And now we can drop all this back down where it was, like that. And we basically have the combined mode arm all done. Now, another thing you can do here is you can take these sections right here. These are tabbed on. And you can see there are two slots here. They tab into the frontmost slot for helicopter mode, but for combined mode, I think you're supposed to bring it to that back slot there. Because when you plug it there, as you can see, it sits flush. You see, it sits flush with this section and just makes it look a little cleaner there. So I think that's what you're supposed to do. The instructions don't say anything about it, but I think that's what you're supposed to do. But anyway, there you go. There you have Vortex in his arm mode. Whee! Hooray for arm modes. So there you have that. Now, another thing you can do with these bits right here, and we did talk about this briefly with Blast Off, is we can remove these sections here, and we can bring in the alternate chest piece, which I've already slapped a sticker on. But you can take these bits here, and they will tab right on right here, and these tabs are also quite snug. You just tab these on, like so. And there you have the whole alternate chest piece there for Bruticus, if you want to use it. So, there you go. So, yeah, there you have the, oops, get that tab back down. There we go. So there you go. There you have the arm mode. Hooray for arms. Woo! That's a big arm, too. Alright, so let's get down to robot mode. So let's just straighten out that arm there, and just split all this like that. Take the hand, put that off to the side, because we don't need that no more. And get down to it. So, then you just want to untab this section here, and just bring that out for now. Open this section up, extend the leg down like so, and then you bring this up, and this tab will go right into that slot right there. So that will just tab in like that. You just take the foot and you swing all this around like so, bring that in, and there you have your foot. And then you take this panel right here, it's squeaky, and just bring that down to fill in the leg. And there you have a leg all done. Second pass, just like the first. So just, yeah. And open that up. Extend the leg. Close that up. Tab that in. Rotate all this around. Bring it in. Flip that down. And there you have the legs all done. Then you just rotate 180 at the waist and bring his crotch plate down. At this point now, we can take the body and just compress it back up like so. And there you have that. So now we will move on to the upper body. So again, just untab all of this. This is on a double hinge. This will just collapse back like so. And just extend this as far as it'll go. Get it out of our way. And we'll just leave that there for now. And now we want to take this whole assembly here and just split it right down the middle. And the shoulders will just come down on these ratchet joints like that. We can bring the arm down. And now you want to rotate at the bicep. You want to open up this panel right here, which will allow you to swing the hand out and swing this around. That will tab in there. Close that back up. And there you have an arm all done. Second pass, just like the first. Bring that down. This landing gear you can just bring all the way in as far as it'll go. Bring the arm down. Rotate. Open up that panel. Swing out the hand. Bring all this around. Like so. Close that up. And there you have the arms all done. Now you take the combiner port and you just want to flip it all the way back like that. Take this panel, open it up, bring it all up to make the chest piece. And you want to take his pecs and rotate them up. Rotate them up. And now we just bring his head out on that double hinge. And all this will just collapse back up. And tab in. Drop his head down. And this backpack section here will just rotate around like that. And again, do whatever you want with the propellers. If you want to, again, leave them collapse down. Totally up to you. Me personally, I like the more G1-y look of just leaving them splayed out like that. But as always, your toy, do what you want. And I think we're done. Are we done? Yes, we're done. We're done. And there you have RAGEWINTERCHILL in his robot mode. And it's a good-looking Vortex, in my opinion anyway. I think he looks quite nice. Quite snazzy. So let's get in close here so we can take a look at that head sculpt. Very nicely done head sculpt. You get that rather transparent plastic there for the visor. You can see the light pipes. The light pipes okay. Not too bad. But very nice head sculpt. Get a nice red there on the chest. Some black. You get some transparent tinted plastic there with some details underneath. You get some spots of silver. Some grays. All around, pretty nice design. Going up the back, as you can see, it's a pretty clean transformation. Not too bad. So there you have that. Now, as far as articulation goes, the head can rotate, can do a full 360. You can look up, you can look down. Arms can do a full 360, can go in and out. On a nice ratchet joint, you can also use the actual transformation joint if you want to, but that looks a bit weird. That's more the proper, shoulder joint right there. But you got options. You do have bicep rotation. You have nice range of movement there at the elbows. You do have wrist rotation. The hands can open and close. The index finger is a separate piece, and the other three fingers are just one piece. You do have waist rotation. You have this waist rotation, and you do also have that rotational joint underneath due to the combined mode transformation. So you have two waist joints, which is weird, but hey, they're there. And you can move this out of the way to accommodate the leg movement. Legs can move forward, that far, back, that far, outward. Squeaky, very squeaky. There you get that far. That's really squeaky. Oh, that's so squeaky. There's also rotation right above the knee. 90 degrees of bend out to the knee. And the feet can't really move up. They can move down due to transformation as well as the heel. And you get full levels of ankle tiltage there. Now, as far as these bits go, if you want to, you can leave them attached to the backpack like that. If you want to, totally can. No reason why you can't. But if you want to go for a more cartoony look, you can take them and tab them in to his shoulders, which I personally prefer to do. I know that makes him parts form. I know, worst toy ever, but hey, it's optional parts forming. You don't have to do it if you don't want to. But you can give him that more cartoony look if you want to go for it. And if you want to continue with that cartoony look, you can take these guns, as I always drop one, you can take these little guns here, and they will plug into his forearms like so. Now this connection is kinda loose, like there's not really a lot of friction here either. Unfortunately, these held together fine in the helicopter mode. They plugged in just fine, but in these ports, they are bits on the loose side. And again, that's unfortunate. It's fixable. You can thicken up those pegs, but still, just why did they not work? Why? There seem to be a couple of miscalculations with this figure. Don't know why, but yeah, they needed to work on that. But anyway, you can also give him these guns if you want. You can just straighten them out like so, and just bring the peg down, and these can become handheld weapons. Like that, and guess what? He can't really hold these all that well either. You know, I mean, he can hold them, but they're just, they're loose. They're very loose in his hands. You know, it's just, again, what happened here? What happened? I don't know. But you can see they're just, you know, like there's no real friction there. Like I close up his fingers around it, but they just like, yeah, not a firm grip at all. And as you can see, as I was fiddling with these guns just kind of just droop down. If you want to, you can take these guns, and they will plug up top, on top of those guns, if you want to. If you want that look going on, again, totally up to you. Your toy, display it however you wish. So you got options there. Oh man, oh man. Anyway, there you have that. So anyway, now for comparison, here he is with the Warbitron Vortex. And here he is with the G1 Vortex because it's precious. It's so precious. Yay. And here he is with Masterpiece Starscream. Here he is with Masterpiece Megatron. You can see how that works out. And now it's time for the family photo. Hopefully we can get them all in the shot here. We got Blast Off, Brawl, Swindle, and Onslaught. And there you have your Combaticons, and they look good. This is definitely a good looking set. I love how they went with that G1 cartoon look, but with some extra style. Like, I really dig the way these look. So we're going to leave Onslaught here for now, because the last accessory that is included with Rage Winter Chill here is this big old gun. Now this gun is meant for Bruticus, and you have the bigger handle here, and that's what Bruticus is going to hold on to. But if we leave this smaller handle down, this handle is meant for Onslaught. So for the people who are complaining that Onslaught did not come with a handgun, there you go. Crisis averted. Now Onslaught has a gun all of his own. So there you go. Hooray! And it's a cool looking gun though, honestly. Like, let's get a closer look at it. You can see you got some nice silver in there. It's a pretty cool design all around. So yeah, there you go. Now Onslaught has a gun. All is right with the world. So there you have Rage Winter Chill. Overall, it's a nicely done figure for the most part anyway, but man, this thing has some tolerance issues. It seems like with this guy and Blastoff, there were just some miscalculations and yeah, not good, not good. Remember, Unique Toys, measure twice, cut once. You know, overall, I love the look of it. I love the design of it. It's just those tolerance issues just bring it down a bit in terms of playability. And just makes things a little frustrating, so. Well, it is what it is. But there you go! There is the last of the Ragnaros members. So in tomorrow's video, we will finally take these guys and combine them and form Bruticus. So stay tuned for that. So if you would like this or any of Unique Toys' other offerings, you can always check out BigBadToyStore.com for availability. There will be a link in the description down below, so you can check that out. You can also check out my Ragnaros playlist for any reviews you may have missed, also linked in the description down below, so you can check that out as well. And I think that's it, so don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Lori Plan, follow me on Twitter, all that good stuff down in the description below. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So, there is the Unique Toys Rage Winter Chill, and this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, palm in your face. Now, at last, the final member of my Combaticon army is complete! Vortex! You the man! Yeah, cool. So, where's the rest of the team? That's a good question. I seem to have misplaced them. You know how kids are, can't leave them alone for 5 minutes. Tell you what, you look that way, and I'll look this way, and, we should find them eventually. So, let's go. Yeah, I'm gonna look over here. Hey, Starscream, there are a lot of people over here. What people? I don't know, they're just sitting on their couches, staring at us. Do they know anything? Seems like they know everything. I seriously doubt that. Yeah, so do I.